Today I'm exploring neurographic art, but this time with mixed media. I will start this drawing by creating multiple circles over my page. I'm going to try and balance them out so that the composition doesn't seem heavy. Next comes the line drawing. Neurographic, simply put, refers to brain design. Free your brain and mind and let your hand explore the page and move freely. Once your composition feels balanced, it's time for the transformation. All corners and edges need to soften and curve. This is a very satisfying part of the process. The idea that softening the connections works both emotionally as well as physically is the intention. Don't be afraid to thicken some of those lines when smoothing out the corners. This part of the process allows you to focus on nothing other than creating art. The aim is to place yourself in a peaceful and meditative state. Now it's time to introduce multiple colours. I'm choosing some warm watercolours, which I will contrast with a light blue acrylic paint. Again, make sure that your colours balance. Balance is really important when looking at composition. Distribute your colours evenly across the page. I often start with one colour and then move through my colours that way. I'll often start with my lightest colours first, and in this case that was yellow, but then I moved to red before I went to orange. Even though the intention of this whole process is to relax, you might want to speed it up by using a hairdryer. So don't be afraid to pull your hairdryer out if you feel that the colours will bleed when you put them next to each other. You may also find that by the time you finish painting, some of the black lines might have disappeared a little bit, so you need a touch-up. I go over my black lines just to make those black lines pop. This work is complete as is, but if like me you want to add some patterns, go ahead and grab some Posca markers or acrylic markers or any markers and start adding patterns. Now you want to make sure that you're balancing these patterns. Play with different colours, play with different shapes. Maybe you want dots, maybe you want dashes, lines, circles, whatever, but try and make sure that your work remains balanced. You really don't want a lot of detail on one side and the image looking like it's falling off the page. Hey, as they say, less is more, but this technique is more about the process than the result. However, I think that it looks stunning. Enjoy!